Thank you for being with us here today for this very special occasion. Today, we mark two important developments in our business in Romania. The opening of a high-tech warehouse facility, which gives a glimpse of the future of distribution logistics. And secondly, the startup of the first of 15 combined heat and power plants, which represent a critical commitment to clean, green technology in the battle against climate change.
The most important reason for the innovation that we celebrate today, and a reason that needs to be repeated again and again, is that it represents an early first step in responding to what is probably the most difficult challenge that the human race has ever collectively had to face.
The climate change, it's a very serious issue and it's a global issue. We are not a heavy industry, but there is a lot we can do as a business. We're actually leading the beverage industry regarding reducing our footprint on the environment. This is one of 15 plants that we will be inaugurating by the end of 2010. And it's helping us to reduce CO2 emissions by 40% per facility, and on average by 20% at the end of the process throughout our 80 plants in our 28 countries.
Here we have a company that of its own volition, but also in its own long-term financial interests, has decided that it must cut its emissions and it must use energy more effectively. And what is impressive is that from the first thoughts that they might do this, to implementation of this facility has taken 2 years.
As a business, we're doing what is right for the environment and the communities that we interact with. So this specific project, there is financial benefit as well. It's a combined power and heat plant, which means that we are producing energy in a very efficient way, about 40% more efficient, and we're using the heat that is produced during the process as well. The excess energy that we produce is being sold to the grid. And through this whole optimization, we have financial benefit as well.
A commercial company tied up with the right technology companies can do things quickly and dramatically. What, of course, one hopes is that many companies worldwide will follow them, and what is more, the government will use the levers in their hands to make sure that it's in the interests of companies to do exactly that, to reduce carbon emissions and to improve the efficient use of energy.
Turning to the second initiative that we see completed here today, the inauguration of a 30 million euro state-of-the-art, fully automated high-bay warehouse. The high-tech warehousing system allows us to take palletized products from our 6 production lines via conveyor and to store and retrieve stock using 11 automated cranes. This on-site storage facility again heightens efficiency and also provides us with the flexibility to expand capacity as our business expands. In officially opening these 2 facilities today, Coca Cola Hellenic is also demonstrating its commitment and belief in the future prosperity of Romania at a time when globally the business environment is tough. But strength comes out of adversity. And when we come out of the global economic crisis, I believe that Coca Cola Hellenic and the people in Romania will be in a better position to deal with the future.
Well, if we look back over the last few years, then what is quite clear is that we have just successfully trashed the global economy. We're in the process of trashing the global atmosphere, which is a vital part of our life support system. Governments have been prepared to spend trillions of dollars in putting right the wrongs of bankers and the financial system, and yet their willingness to address what is fundamentally a much more important process, one that will fundamentally influence the lives of our children, our grandchildren, and has the capacity to bring the global economy to its knees in a much more dramatic way than the recent financial crisis. It's one where they're really not giving the focus and leadership they need to give.
We are investing where we believe it adds value to our business and to the environment and the communities around us. We cannot have a sustainable business unless we have a sustainable environmental policy as well.
CO2 emissions in production are just part of the savings we are planning for the coming years. More efficient coolers, energy management devices, photovoltaic energy, reduced packaging materials, increased recycling and energy efficient vehicles are all on our agenda. And I look forward to the opening of at least 2 more CHP plants by the end of this year, with the remainder following in 2010. Innovations such as this requires cooperation and understanding in order to come quickly to fruition, and I sincerely thank you all.